Kevin Durant said his days of trying to prove himself through basketball are done. He said, "Walking around with a chip on my shoulder is not my thing. I'm more relaxed and letting these days flow. I'm the best version of me. I don't need to prove who I am. I've been in it for too long." Kevin, this is a guy who is finally comfortable with himself.
All right, thanks, D.A. Clark, great guards tonight for both teams. Did you ever spend any time in the backcourt at any level when you were playing?
No, I was a ball-handling forward, Kevin, and it served me well, but I was not a guard. I was a forward that could dribble and pass fairly well.
So you were ahead of your time, because that's all we see now in the NBA, right? Guards are not always bringing the ball up.
Yeah, you know, somebody just mentioned that to me, Kevin, that I was maybe a tad ahead of my time back in the late 70s.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. Luka Doncic out there with Seth Curry, and it's Powell in at the center position. And for Brooklyn, Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Spencer Dinwiddie out there with Irving, and it's LeVert in at the 3, the small forward. Great D that time from Hardaway. And the Mavericks with possession. Knocks it loose. Dishes to Curry. Clock at 6. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Porzingis, and it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Well, it appears to me that pressure doesn't get to Porzingis, guys. In fact, you could actually make the case it makes him sharper and more focused.
Now here's Irving. It's Allen, top of the key. Back to Irving. His three-pointers off the mark. And so Curry will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Pass to Powell. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Irving against Doncic. Irving, good.
Boy, I tell you, I don't know if there's anybody better than Kyrie Irving close to the basket. He has a great feel for how to score inside.
Doncic outside. Carries it from three-point range.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now here's Irving. Dinwiddie outside. Porzingis with the block.
You know, when Porzingis combines quickness with his reach, getting off the floor like that, he can block just about any shot.
And yes, it's good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here is Irving. Outside Durant. Shoots over Powell. Powell pulls it in.
You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
Fires at the elbow. Rebound, Brooklyn.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Dinwiddie with the bucket.
Skilled at creating off the drive. Dinwiddie's confidence and focus when he's penetrating, superb.
Here's Doncic. Spencer Dinwiddie picking up that last basket. Powell, the pass to Hardaway. Offensive rebound, Mavericks. And the dunk by Porzingis.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
Here's Irving following the score by Dallas. And there's the pass to LeVert. Over Hardaway. No good. And it's Dallas the other way. Porzingis inside. Covered by Irving. Nice shot by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Nets trail by 7. Here now is Dinwiddie. Passes it to KD. Hardaway against LeVert. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
LeVert showing you can rise up from deep. A quality shooter when given room to fire.
Now here's Curry. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And a great track record in the draft for the Nets. Karis LeVert selected with the 20th pick and Jared Allen taken at 22.
And you might want to throw in guys too. Rodions Kurucs, the 40th pick in 2018, had a big impact, even participated in the Rising Stars Challenge. And, you know, sometimes you've got to make your own breaks, make your own good fortune, and that's exactly what the Nets have done.
First free throw is good.
And just like his brother Seth is an impressive bucket getter. I mean, somebody whose role is to shoot and score the ball.
And both free throws good for Curry.
And the Mavericks seem to have done the hard part, acquiring a potential franchise player in Luka Doncic.
And you know, guys, we've seen it, but in this league, 1 star isn't enough. That's why I think the trade for Porzingis was a good gamble. If he can stay healthy, they have an inside-outside star combo to build on. Boy, Allen always a threat, especially when you give him room to run. He's capable of banging it home.
Doncic passes to Powell. Here's Porzingis. Nice hit again. Rebounded by the Nets.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And it's LeVert missing.
You know, he looks a little off kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
Pass to Powell. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Curry. Here's Powell. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
Boy, when he's in rhythm, he's a threat to score from here. Gotta D up Powell from the mid-range.
Irving passes to Allen. There's the pass to LeVert. Dinwiddie outside. Shoots over Curry. Dinwiddie's shot is off. Dallas leading by 6. Porzingis finds Doncic. KD comes with the double team. Powell the pass to Doncic. Over in the corner, Porzingis hits the jumper in space. Porzingis has got 8 points.
Really easy to understand why many are high on Porzingis. This guy is a terrific offensive player.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Greg, you look at the young Luka Doncic. What impresses you the most right now about his game?
Well, Kevin, you just don't see many players his height who can handle and make step-back threes. Also, his confidence. He came into the league never doubting that he could dominate a game. And don't forget about his brilliance as a passer.
Harris is checked in for Brooklyn. Allen outside. Irving surveying the floor. Pass to Allen. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Down to 5 on the shot clock. They get the rebound. They get a hand on it. Second chance shot. Outside Hardaway. The feed to Curry. Pass to Doncic. Outside Curry. Powell against Irving. Scooped up. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And Powell, with that long body of his, does a nice job going at the defense and forcing them to foul.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Mavericks.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
The free throw drops for Powell. Now out of Canada by way of Stanford University. 6'11" power forward Dwight Powell.
Boy, a high-energy guy is Powell, guys. He's a pogo stick and a rim runner. Very quick-footed. I think that makes him tough to tag slicing through the lane. His activity and agility really what separate him and get him minutes on the court.
That one misses. As you're watching a game unfold, what characteristics do you look for in a great closer?
Obviously confidence, a real eagerness to make difference-making plays late, and somebody who can create his own shot if a play breaks down. I mean, that's essential.
Harris's shot is good.
You know, guys, Harris has proven to be more than just a shooter. Harris also comfortable finishing over aggressive defense.
Finney-Smith kicks to Powell. Here's Doncic. That one misses. Dinwiddie with some nice D.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Now here's Prince. Dinwiddie left side. Pass to Jordan. Porzingis with the block. They get it back. Feeds it to Wright. And two free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
The Mavericks shooting their fifth and sixth free throws of the game.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
And he knocks down the first one.
You know, guys, the Dallas Mavericks with the longest active sellout streak of any pro basketball team. You can put sellout in quotes because they actually give a lot of tickets away to schools and community service groups to make sure that building is full.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Maxi Kleber comes in for Porzingis. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. You know, Clark, the Mavericks making their games accessible to Dallas fans, much more concerned with the packed house and the revenue at the gate.
Yeah, and I like that philosophy, guys. I mean, building their future fan base. Those fans will be around for a while. Giving young people a chance to become Mavericks fans for life. And you start early, and it pays dividends down the road usually.
Prince's shot is good.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And it's Wright with the ball for the Mavericks. 6-point game. Brunson finds Wright. Now Cauley-Stein, guarded by Harris. Cauley-Stein passes to Finney-Smith. Now the pass to Kleber. Wright for three. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan.
Hey, you know, I like the competitive spirit, but when you look at it, I think he rushed that three a little bit because he was trying to get back at his opponent.
And a great front office in Brooklyn. General manager Sean Marks taking over in 2016, and he just signed an extension.
And you know, guys, that San Antonio tree has some great branches on it all over the league, and he's one of them. I mean, he's been a player, a coach, has worked in the front office. Marks understands all sides of the basketball business.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
throw good. Wilson Chandler.
Hey, grit and grind are words that fit Chandler because that's what he brings to his team, that sandpaper edge and toughness, a guy who doesn't give an inch and is always fighting.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Since taking over the starting role in 2018, Willie Cauley-Stein has lived up to his draft spot of being number 6, Greg, overall in 2015.
And you knew that a big man like Cauley-Stein would take a few years to develop, but at a legit 7 feet and great length, he is everything you could hope for in a starting center.
Now here's Wright. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. And the Mavericks lead by 7. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Outside Jordan. Back to Dinwiddie. That shot misses. Cauley-Stein with the defensive effort. Here's Brunson. There's the killer two-handed slam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Takes a 3. Kleba with the rebound.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And there's the foul against Dallas.
Yeah, you know what? Dinwiddie has good size at the point guard position, and he uses it well to draw fouls. How about the year Spencer Dinwiddie was having last season? He was a candidate for most improved and 6th man of the year, then ended up tearing ligaments in his thumb, which cost him a month. But I still think he had a breakout season and more to come.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Dinwiddie. And Clark, you were talking about the injuries for Dinwiddie going into the 2014 draft. A torn ACL caused his drafting stock to slip.
I loved him in college, Kevin. At Colorado, I thought he was outstanding, and he actually had been talked about as a lottery pick. He ended up falling to the 2nd round, and he's showing you he was worthy of being a lottery pick back when he was drafted.
Clark, we know you have great passion for the game of basketball. Any passions that our fans may not know about?
Yeah, I enjoy golf. I'm an avid reader, as you well know, Kevin. We actually share book titles on occasion. Obviously, food is universal, and there's nothing I turn down. I try to eat certain things in moderation, but I enjoy board games, too. In terms of sports, I'm a fan of football, both college and pro. Enjoy playing golf, and board games and reading probably are what occupy my time.
Here's Prince, and again it's the Nets missing. Dallas leading by 10. Up top right, Dinwiddie covering. Wright trying to break free. That one goes in.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now here's Prince. Jordan the pass to Dinwiddie. 3-pointer. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Dinwiddie's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Brooklyn. There's 39 seconds left in the first. Wright outside. The 3 drills the 3-pointer. Wright's got 7 points in the game.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Yeah, you've got to turn up the dial on the intensity at the defensive end if you're them. I mean, it's still early, but I agree with you.
Now here is Harris. Back to Jordan. Just 5 to shoot. Prince kicks to Harris from deep three-point range. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Here's Wright. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
What was really impressive there, though, guys, was that he could have rushed it and panicked, and yet he kept his cool and splashed it.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels, and it's gotten them up big. We'll return shortly. One of the league's best point guards, Kyrie Irving, had this to say about his competition.
In 2011, I came into a league where the point guard position was still being revolutionized, and now guys are solidifying that spot every single year. There are young guys coming in, but now we have established point guards that are franchise-changing point guards. And for me, having that competitive drive every single game, I know I'm going against an elite point guard every single game. So I think that now coming into the league, it's a lot different than it was before.
Some say, Greg, a golden age at the point guard position.
Yeah, and Irving right there with the best of them. He embraces the challenge.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And quite a position here for the Mavericks to be in. What do you think, guys?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So for Brooklyn now, on the perimeter, Harris and Prince. Wilson Chandler out there with Jordan. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, there is a lot of optimism in Dallas for the tandem of Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. Porzingis said, "We clicked right away. We're both European players, similar roots, both speak Spanish. That'll translate on the court. We can be something special." Kevin, look out for them to compliment and criticize one another in a different tongue.
If they play to their potential, they could be scary. Thanks, David. Harris looking it over. Kicks it out to Prince. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
And the Nets with possession here. The Mavericks making the shot. Back to Harris. Jacks up a three. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
Yeah, you know what? Dinwiddie is very dependable at serving his teammates on the court. Seems like a natural leader.
Correa, the pass to Cauley-Stein. Launches a three. That's a miss, his second after 2 shots. Nets trail by 13. Lobs it up for Jordan. No good that time. Dallas has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Correa with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. The shot by Cauley-Stein, no good. Harris against Wright. Dinwiddie passes to Jordan. That one falls, coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
Jordan very efficient in the paint because of his length. Close to the bucket, he's hard to deal with.
Dinwiddie against Wright. It's deflected. Harris outside. Outside Jordan. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Jared Allen's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Kevin Durant comes in for Wilson Chandler. LeVert's checked in for Taurean Prince. And Irving subbed in for Spencer Dinwiddie. And Doncic gets it to go.
Boy, shots like this prove Doncic has the ability to be a major threat from there, expanding his game.
And we see the league-wide move discouraging mid-range shots. The Nets definitely among that group.
Yeah, and it's borne out here in that last season they took the third fewest mid-range shots and allowed the second most. So the analytics message taking real strong hold in Brooklyn.
And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Tell you what, for a young player, Doncic has already shown tremendous skill and feel for the game. Beautiful floor awareness there.
Now here's Durant. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Allen against Powell. Allen kicks to Harris. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, what a terrible foul there. The shot clock winding down, and he ends up bailing out the offense with a silly foul.
Curry's checked in for Dallas. Allen outside. 6 on the shot clock. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Hardaway passes to Doncic. He's off on that one. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Passes it to Irving. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Irving's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
Boy, Karis LeVert has done a nice job elevating his playmaking ability, which helps him and his team.
Hardaway passes to Powell. Porzingis, that's a 2. Misses off the left iron.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Harris, bounce pass. Here's Durant. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
You know, with Harris, if you're open, he's going to make sure he finds you.
Doncic kicks to Powell. LeVert against Hardaway. Doncic. Another shot rejected by Harris. They recover it. Durant with the steal. 3 on 3. And a wide open look for Irving. That's good from 17 feet away. Irving's got 6 points.
And the mid-range shot of Irving is impressive. He has wonderful form with that shot.
Porzingis finds Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Now, here's Doncic. Following the miss by Kyrie Irving. On its way from Curry for 2. Brooklyn with the rebound. Allen's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Irving. Another miss by Irving.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
And it's sent back by Allen. Here's Irving. He's got 6. Lets it go with a 3. They get it again. Here's Allen. Porzingis with the block. But they get it back. Harris dishes to Irving. Just 5 on the clock. And at last, they get one to fall. 8 points for him.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Porzingis passes to Curry. Now Powell. 5 points in the game. Porzingis feeling it out a bit. The Mavericks keeping it alive. A new 14. Yep, it counts.
Tell you what, guys, I don't think you ever have to question Doncic's effort level. He attacks the glass and the game all the same.
Now here is Harris. He has 5. Irving can't hit. Curry against Irving. to the paint. And it's Porzingis that time on the assist by Curry. That's 10 points for Porzingis.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations, Greg, have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Now here's Irving. He's got 8, and it's LeVert missing. And before his scary foot dislocation in November of 2018, Karis LeVert enjoying a breakout season. Greg even garnering some most improved buzz around the NBA.
Yeah, and fortunately, the injury not as bad as it looked initially. He's looking to continue that impressive trajectory.
Here is Durant, following the score by Dallas. Allen outside. Back to Durant. Puts up a 3. Porzingis with the block, and they're able to recover. Here's Allen. That one no good. Nice D from Porzingis.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
Now, here's Doncic, following the miss by Kyrie Irving.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
KD can't get it to go.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Yes, that goes in. Curry's got 6 here in this quarter.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. On when you see that step back 3, Clark for Doncic. Shades of James Harden, the way he gets that shot off.
And you know what? They say Luka's deceleration, hitting the brakes and stopping suddenly, is top-notch, just like James Harden's. So that's quite a compliment. A lot of that is footwork and balance, but I think his quickness, too, guys, has been a little bit underrated. This guy is a little better athlete than he gets credit for.
Some changes for Brooklyn. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Allen. Taurean Prince comes in for Karis LeVert. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Joe Harris. And then for Dallas, Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Hardaway. Now here's Dinwiddie. 8 points for him. He kicks it to Prince. Offensive rebound. Jordan. Nice work on the boards. Paying off at the basket.
Yeah, Jordan is aggressive as a rebounder. He uses his massive body, athleticism, and long arms to wreak havoc on the glass.
And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. Right, he's checked in for Seth Curry. Brooklyn with the ball.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Dinwiddie kicks to Irving. Pass to Prince. Fires the 3. Here's Jordan. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter. And now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Well, last season for sure, Greg, a bit of a journey for DeAndre Jordan as he went from the Mavericks to the Knicks before his free agency. Now he is a part of Brooklyn.
And both KD and Kyrie took pay cuts to get Jordan on board. Still a factor with his size and defense despite a lackluster year in 2019. Nets are hoping he can find his magic and be a force once again.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. 22 is their biggest lead. Here's Kleba, defended by Durant. Puts it up from 12. Rebounded by the Nets. Jordan's got 9 rebounds now tonight. A baseline J, and that's Prince. That time on the assist by KD. Prince has got his second bucket tonight.
Excellent vision by Durant out there. What a nice pass.
Right, the pass to Doncic. Knocked away and stolen by Jordan. Right side, Kevin Durant. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Yeah, that's just the height, the length coming into play there. No one stopping Durant.
Dallas leading by 13. Doncic outside. Back to Brunson. Over Irving. Brunson, good.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
Now here's Dinwiddie. 8 points for him. KD against Cauley-Stein. 6 to shoot. And then Durant with the dunk.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
From deep. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks a lot, Kyrie. What got you going in the first?
My teammates were just finding me, setting good screen, and just stay aggressive, not only for myself, but for them. You know, we're kind of in a hole in the first quarter, kind of sluggish, came out in the second quarter, kind of sluggish, but just got to pick it up on the defensive end. That's where it starts.
Kyrie, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. From the get-go, it was Dallas who came out strong. Amped up and ready off the tip, they immediately went on an 11-4 run. Good work for them all around as they controlled the tempo, leading by 14 at the end of one. The second quarter was bump and grind, but they still ultimately looked in control of the game and ended the half with a solid 13-point advantage. Shaq, what's your take on Dallas?
Well, it was an unselfish, team-oriented half of basketball. The ball never stopped moving. Their offense had a great flow to it. It prevented anyone from getting lazy out there. They're always moving, cutting, knowing where they need to pass the ball, Ernie.
Kenny, how'd you think the Nets were playing?
Well, the differential in rebounding was huge. And it goes back to the fundamentals, blocking out and just maintaining position. Instead, they went to the lazy man's route, flying in the air, trying to steal rebounds. Well, that didn't work. No one is going to give you an easy rebound. They need to show some fight.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Here's Curry. Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Seth Curry is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Hardaway in at the 3 spot. Dinwiddie against Curry. Curry brings the double. Allen passes to LeVert. Back to Allen. And slam dunk by Allen.
Allen's got some old school big man in him. He's got great hands and mobility and does a good job finishing above the rim.
Doncic dishes to Hardaway. Powell kicks to Porzingis. pass to Doncic. 5 to shoot. Back to Porzingis. Lets it fly from 18. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got his 6th assist on the night. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Here's Allen. And he uses the glass on the layup. Allen's got 6.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
You're right on target there, Greg. Of the last 10 points they've allowed, 8 have come from in close.
Nets trail by 13. It's LeVert on the wing. Guarded by Doncic. Irving for 3. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got 11 rebounds in the game.
Boy, a big summer for the Mavs here in 2019. Huge cap room. They were looking to stock up on veteran talent while Doncic was still on that rookie contract. Pretty solid position for the Mavericks.
KD with the bucket. 8 points for him.
I mean, there are a lot of players who are smaller than Durant who can't put a defender on skates like he does.
Outside, Porzingis. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor. You talk about the aggressive summer for the Mavericks. The max extension for Porzingis was a given.
Yeah, I agree. And you take a look at what else they needed. More shooting. Two-way veteran players if they're going to make a push for the playoffs.
Here's KD following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. And it's Durant missing. Here's Curry. That drops and it comes off the assist from Hardaway.
Well, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
It's LeVert on the wing. The pass to Allen. So the wing on the left. Dinwiddie with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. Dinwiddie passes to Allen. Can't cash in from close range. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for Dallas. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Curry passes to Doncic. Outside Hardaway. Off target from outside.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
LeVert, very confident. He's an amazing athlete and can put the ball on the floor and attack on the drive with the best of them.
Now, here's Doncic. 12 points for him. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Jared Allen. For Dallas, they have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. You and I are sitting here watching this game, broadcasting the game. There are a lot of times that the fans can't see how emotionally charged up you are over some of the things you see on the floor, good and bad.
Hey, I love great basketball. Excellent passing, tremendous hustle, creativity on your moves. One of the things that really excites me, though, is to see the ball pop and end up in a three-point shooter's hands, and he's able to knock one down because the crowd is able to follow that ball, and the anticipation just kind of rises as it gets to the designated shooter. I love guys going after rebounds on the offensive glass.
That's a great example about the three-point shot, though, Clark. I love that. It's terrific. Well, a lot of rough times for Irving in his final year with the Celtics. Opted out, and obviously Greg wanted a change.
And quickly zeroed in on Brooklyn as a destination. His time in Boston had clearly come to an end by the finale of last season. Now joins up with a new stacked team in Brooklyn.
The first one falls.
A career best season for Kyrie Irving in 2018-19. Scoring just as great as ever, but it was the other areas, playmaking, rebounding, defense, where he made tremendous strides.
Wilson Chandler's checked in for Dinwiddie. Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving. And the Celtics expected Kyrie to become a better passer and defender in Boston.
They felt he had the capability. You could argue that those improvements have elevated him from a great scorer to a great player in our league.
Now here's Porzingis. 14 points for him. And he's good on the three ball.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from it.
Irving passes to Durant from the stripe. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Doncic outside. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
You know what? It's really rare to see young players like Doncic have such offensive creativity in their game. Deadly from the mid-range.
Yep, that one goes. LeVert's got his third basket of the night.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Porzingis passes to Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
Well, you can't let Doncic have these types of opportunities, guys. When you aren't close to him, this is what happens.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
A lot of turnover for the Mavericks this season, but they bring back restricted free agents Maxi Kleber, Dwight Powell, and Dorian Finney-Smith.
And, you know, those three players have made steady improvement, and that's a credit to how the Mavericks develop young players. They also bring length and athleticism to that rotation.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Harris is checked in. And here is Irving. He's got 10. Passes it to Chandler. Shot clock at 6. Here's Allen. The shot's good. Allen's got 6 here in this quarter.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
Irving against Barea. Pass to Powell. Kicks to Doncic. To the left side wing. Porzingis. That's a 2. It's not going to go for him. Great D that time from Durant. Pass to Irving. For 3, Harris. That one doesn't go. And it's Dallas the other way. 22 is their biggest lead. And that one drops. And that's now 20 points for Luka Doncic.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. And he's been absolutely relentless.
The pass to Durant from deep three-point range. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 3 assists now in this one. Barea looking over the floor. Here's Finney-Smith. He's guarded by Chandler. Floats one up, and Doncic lays it in. Doncic has got 22.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Passes to Harris. Allen up top. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Barea. And the layup falls.
Hard not to commend the confidence of Barea. For a point guard, he's an excellent scorer, particularly inside.
Timeout called, the Nets.
And season 4 for Coach Kenny Atkinson with the Nets. You got to be impressed with the job he's done in Brooklyn.
Yeah, you know, Kenny is a hard worker. He's a bit of a grinder if you were trying to term what category he might fit into. And you see that in his team. And, you know, he admits it. He's getting better just like his players are. And that's a great, great statement because we're all hopefully getting better as we move forward.
Some changes for Brooklyn. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Jared Allen, and it's Prince in for Wilson Chandler. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Powell. Maxi Kleber comes in for Porzingis. White, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for J.J. Barea. Brunson with it. He's picked up by Irving. Brunson, no good. Nets trail by 19. Here's Prince. Kleber with the rebound. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. Banked in off the glass. Doncic has got 24.
Boy, Luka Doncic, such an all-around skill set. I mean, the defense having a real hard time containing him tonight.
Prince outside. Fires from deep. Knocks down the 3-ball. Prince has got 8.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Pass to Harris. He kicks to Jordan. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And so here is Dallas. Mavericks leading by 18. Brunson with it. He's picked up by Irving. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Another 3 for Dallas.
He's come out here in the second half and done a nice job moving, getting good looks, and finding his range.
Irving passes to Jordan. Down low, Durant. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Mavericks.
When they've had a chance to attack the basket at any point in this game, they've taken advantage.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Dallas making a switch here. Hardaway's checked in. Greg, you get so caught up in how great Durant is at scoring that you forget sometimes about his other terrific offensive skills.
You know, KD doesn't really get a lot of recognition for his passing, but he has fantastic vision. I mean, arguably, he might be the most underrated superstar ever. Sees so many double teams and does a great job of getting the ball out to open teammates. And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Here's Kleba. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. To the inside. It's deflected. It's stolen by Harris. Pass to Prince. The pass to Durant. They double team KD. 5 on the clock, and we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You two players.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball. Mavericks leading by 16. Now here's Brunson. Outside Hardaway. Inside. Here's Cauley-Stein. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Taurean Prince.
And Cauley-Stein so explosive around the rim. Hard to defend without fouling.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw.
And Cauley-Stein has drawn comparisons to Tyson Chandler due to his length and athleticism. It's important he continues to get better.
The Nets making a switch here. Dinwiddie's checked in. And Dallas with a change here too. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Jalen Brunson. And the second free throw, good. Nets trail by 17. Outside Irving. Back to Dinwiddie. Outside Irving. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got his 4th assist in this one.
Something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Yeah, they've had a great second half from long range, Greg. I mean, things are definitely starting to look up for them.
Passes it to Wright. A floater. Cauley-Stein's shot is good. Cauley-Stein's got 5 now.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Now here's Prince. 8 points for him.
Hey, you know, Kevin, there's a reason why Jordan's a high percentage shooter. Shooting percentage a function of the kind of shots you get. He opts mainly for dunks.
Here's Curry. It's a 14-point game. Right outside. 17 seconds left to play in the third. Clock at 6. Shoots from 14. Again, the Mavericks score.
Seth Curry's game in the mid-range area continues to look better, taking advantage of all opportunities.
For 3, Durant. But they'll get another chance.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Mavericks lead by 14. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Inside, we got Prince and Jordan. Irving is out there with Spencer Dinwiddie. And it's LeVert in at the 3 spot. So that's the Nets 5. Now here's LeVert. over Hardaway. And with that, the Maverick lead is cut down to just 12 points with the basket from LeVert.
And LeVert showing how confident he is in his jumper, Kevin. He's got a nice soft release and is a very skilled guard.
Curry against Dinwiddie. Shoots from the elbow. Curry's shot is good. And the Mavericks lead by 14.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Now here's Irving. That one goes. Count it.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Wright. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Wright against Irving. He dishes it to Dinwiddie. Pass to LeVert. Jordan with it. Shot clock at 5. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Cauley-Stein. Right down low. He's covered by Irving. And that one, good.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
It's the Nets now. The Mavericks making the shot. Here's Dinwiddie, and again it's Brooklyn converting.
And they found the touch from the field here in the second half. It was a struggle in that first.
Curry passes it to Wright. Curry with it. He's picked up by Irving. Curry's shot is off. Nets trail by 14. Here's LeVert, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Man, what an athlete. Once he gets ahead of steam, Karis LeVert is impossible to stop. Good luck trying.
Hardaway against LeVert. Hardaway, no good. The Nets have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. A nice shot by Irving.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Dallas calls timeout. Tremendous versatility for Karis LeVert offensively, Clark, and defensively. He can play multiple positions.
Boy, I like that about him too, Kevin. 6'7". He's a gifted scorer, can make plays when the ball is in his hands. The Nets have a number of ball handlers, and that's what Coach Kenny Atkinson believes in. Let's get a lot of guys that can make plays and do it for each other and together, and we've got something good.
Allen's checked in for Prince. Then for the Mavericks, Powell, he's checked in for Cauley-Stein. Porzingis is coming in for Maxi Kleber. And Barea subbed in for DeLon Wright. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
And the technical free throw is good. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Here's Porzingis. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Porzingis has got 9 points now in just the second half. Pass to Allen. And the pass to LeVert. Connects from three-point range. LeVert's got 7 points for the quarter.
boy, he's doing everything he can at this point. The rest of his teammates need to step up and give him some help.
Porzingis is doubled. Correa, the pass to Curry. And it's sent back by Allen.
Don't challenge him. Get that out of here. Allen's almost 7 feet now. He's got excellent timing and good bounce. Yeah, you got to respect the athletic reach of Jordan now. Throw it up, and he will bash in the alley-oop.
Correa with it. He feeds it to Curry. LeVert against Hardaway. 6 on the shot clock, and the foul called on Jarrett Allen. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Mavericks making a change here. Doncic is checked in. Outside for Curry. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And here are the Nets. They're on an 11-3 run right now. A nice shot by LeVert.
And he's coming up big here in the clutch.
Composed under pressure, and he's now 4 for 4 here in the fourth.
Outside Curry. And Porzingis gets it to go on the assist by Curry. Porzingis has got 21 in the game.
And the game of basketball is one of runs, and right now this one's definitely not over.
No, it certainly isn't. I mean, if they string together a few more baskets and get a couple of stops, I mean, this game will be tight again just like that. So stay tuned.
And at 6'6", Spencer Dinwiddie's tall for a point guard, but Clark, despite his size, very slippery off the dribble.
Yeah, he's ill-like when you talk about him off the dribble, guys. I mean, excellent change of pace, and he's got a quick first step. And once he gets in the lane, his size helps him be a good finisher.
And he makes the first.
You know, before becoming the 38th pick in the 2014 NBA draft, Dinwiddie played 3 really good years of collegiate basketball at Colorado.
Durant's checked in for the Nets. And both free throws good for Dinwiddie.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, Greg, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. They trail by 6.
Hey, Spencer Dinwiddie is a really good passer at the point guard position, and he knows that's critical to developing chemistry with his teammates.
Here's Hardaway. After the basket by Brooklyn, Porzingis with the ball. He's picked up by KD. From 18 feet away, bullseye. And that's now 29 points for Luka Doncic.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Now here's LeVert. A putback. It's good on the putback. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 13 rebounds.
Well, I tell you, this guy just does not quit on the boards. His energy is contagious, especially on the offensive glass.
And Hardaway gets it to go.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Now here's Allen, and KD throws it down.
Yeah, the easy hoop assisted by Allen that time. He's developed a nice passing game.
Dallas leading by 4. Outside Curry. Makes it off the glass. Curry's got 9 points now in just the second half.
You know what? If Curry makes that, he just makes it and you tip your hat to him. You don't want to foul him there.
Dinwiddie with the bucket.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Here's Doncic. Spencer Dinwiddie picking up that last basket.
Porzingis.
And Durant sends it back.
And Durant isn't just a powerhouse on offense. He also has a great sense of timing for when to block shots.
And the shot is good. The Maverick lead has been cut down to 2 on the bucket from LeVert.
Yeah, the first half was 1 to deep 6 or forget. But in the second half, he's looked a lot better.
The wide open look here for Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got assist number 8 now on the night. Dinwiddie against Curry. Passes it to Irving. Nets passing it around. Doncic comes with the double team. Just 5 on the clock. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And it's the Mavericks with the ball. Mavericks leading by 5. Pass to Porzingis. Over Durant. That doesn't go either for Porzingis. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Irving finds Dinwiddie. Irving with the ball. He's picked up by Doncic. Drops in the tray. LeVert's got a pair of threes here in the 4th quarter for the Nets.
Well, you look at the shots like that LeVert makes, and you have to be happy for the progress he's made because he's worked at it.
Doncic passes to Powell. Now Curry. Shoots over Dinwiddie. And that one hits back iron. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 3 in the 4th quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. And KD throws it down.
And it's official. They have come all the way back. At one point, this thing seemed to be out of reach.
I did not think they had enough clock to get all the way back, but here they are. And now they've got to feel like they're in control of this thing.
Porzingis kicks to Curry. Shoots over Dinwiddie. Dallas again missing. Crucial possession with time ticking down.
Yeah, an opportunity to take the lead on this possession.
Dallas has gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight, just a little over 40%. Doncic against Irving. Doncic, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And then Durant with the jam.
And you've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Extremely impressive was the rally they made. I mean, we'll see how much their comeback might have taken out of them, and we'll see if they can keep that foot on the pedal now.
Dallas calls timeout. And with the 4th quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kevin Durant.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for Dallas. A 2-point game. Outside, Porzingis. Powell kicks to Doncic. That's tipped and stolen by Irving. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it. The fast break chance. Dinwiddie's shot is off. Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Outside Curry. To end the run. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Curry's got the game tied up here for Dallas.
Shots like this prove Seth Curry is unafraid when it comes to taking big shots.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Porzingis. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The first one, and that gives them the lead.
You know, Porzingis is a unique big man, no doubt about it. He's often compared to Dirk Nowitzki, somebody that can space the floor as well as hurt you with his athleticism. Actually, he's probably a tad more athletic than Dirk.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 2-point ball game.
Getting it done at the line as he usually does, and that could be huge in a tight game like this one.
And KD, here we go. And then Durant with the jam.
Well, I love the speed that Durant has. I mean, fantastic at slashing into the paint and scoring right at the rim. That length of stride of his and his speed, lethal combination.
Now here's Porzingis. Back to Doncic. Over Irving. Dallas, no good that time either. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Porzingis against KD. There's the 3, and Irving gets it to go on the assist from KD. Now it's a 3-point Brooklyn lead. Dallas has gotten a 3-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. Doncic, bounce pass. Here's Porzingis. He doesn't hit that one. Nice defense from KD. It's in!
Man, he gets it done in bunches, does Durant. He's a superb scorer. You just got to marvel at his greatness.
Doncic feeling it out. Over to the left wing. Will it go? And Porzingis, here we go. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Kevin Durant.
Porzingis is an outstanding free throw shooter, so he's not the guy you want to send to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. And both free throws good for Porzingis.
Clutch. Those free throws turn this into a 1-possession ball game.
Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Money!
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Dallas calls timeout. They're trailing by 5. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
Yeah, and they need it hiccup fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
17 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Doncic kicks to Hardaway. A three-pointer off the mark. And they go to the intentional foul. And the Nets with possession here. And he commits the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
And the versatility of Durant, off the charts. Shoots, rebounds, defends. He's the total package.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game.
And he adds to their lead with some very solid free throws.
And Porzingis launches it from deep. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. So it's the Nets picking up the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness